Hello everyone, HTCG here. Today I am bringing you an unboxing video of Astrom Cross. Its first two test decks, or starter decks, whatever they're called. I have tried to record this before. I got this box weeks ago, but the recording just didn't work, so here we are. It won't be a complete new live reaction, but I still have a lot to say on this product. So first off, Game Crafter boxes open upside down, which is fun. And only thing that's different is there was a brown paper on top, and then this was plastic sealed. So the actual box is smaller than I would have thought. The size makes sense, but I just assumed it was going to be bigger. So I really like how this looks in terms of design. I'm not a huge fan of the font style, but that's just me. So starting set, green and red comet. I don't know exactly what that means. Maybe that's like the game company. Team Up and Conquer and Shadow Assault. Astrom Cross. So this looks like an Earth and Electric deck, and this is a dark deck. Yeah, Dark Shadow Assault Vanish Demons. Attack your opponent with warriors that are not afraid of dying. This attack is based on power, and if your creatures die, there's no problem. You can always bring them back using actions and abilities. Looks like these are both just the logo. On the other side, yep, Earth and Lightning, Team Up and Conquer. So this is TD. I'm not sure exactly what that means. But it says, fight your opponent by teaming up with a support-based deck. Warriors here boost support to team up and conquer the most fearsome warriors your opponent controls. So, cards have both power and support, and it seems so this deck is based on the power, this on the support. The back, so each deck contains 12 locations, 40 cards, 2 ancients, 2 ascendant ancients, and then there's a rulebook. And here's the website, YouTube, and Facebook, and then I think this is just to make it seem more legit, having a QR code there. I apologize for the janky recording setup. Gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, I believe I have it for the most part sorted out. Now the box comes with a rulebook. Thanks for buying. I like the look of the rulebook. It seems to explain the game pretty well. This is a pretty complicated game. There's definitely far more complicated games out there, but it's a little complicated and a little long, but certainly fun and worth it. And he's constantly testing. I like how there's notes there. Just kind of fun to have. And I like how the rulebook is. Now this should be the support-based deck, Team Up and Conquer. Starting off, I'm still amazed, and I was even more so when I first opened it up, but Game Crafter cards feel really good. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but I really like hearing that sound, seeing the cut edges. They're a little rough, but they definitely still work and shuffle. They're a little thin. It's not thicker like most trading cards, but it'll definitely work, definitely hold up. Really like the card back. I can't remember if I mentioned that. Not sure what I think about the logo down here. But other than that, and it's a little plain, but it has a nice aesthetic. So here we go. As you can see, the colors are really good when printing from the Game Crafter. And just the art in this game in general is great. There's definitely, as you can see, the Earth cards and the Lightning cards have their different colored text boxes. This card I think is, yeah, it's like a random. This guy kind of looks like a smiling Professor Snape. So this deck is built on using, those are for the other deck. So there's both power and support in this game. So this deck is built on putting your guys here, and then having cards, or I guess having like this guy with 800 power, which this is a terrifying card, really good. I remember from when I played this game months ago. But he's definitely good, and he has a lot of power. And then you can use something like the Neo Tiger So to play and boost him 300 more, so he'll be at 8 or 1100, I believe. I like the effect on this card. So this game has these kind of like, I guess the equivalent of spell cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then a lot of these unit cards, and there's ones like this one that have a name, and so you can only use the one, like him. Let me see if I can find. So that's most of them. Then you have, so yeah, these are spell cards. This one's an action. That's for the other deck. And then you have these accessories you can attach to them, and here's the card I was looking for. They're like this type of card. They can also be armies, which means you can play multiple of them. Oh, these cards look and feel so good. There's some more Vanish Demons in there. So yeah, there's multiple types of cards. Oh, here we go. This is one of the special cards. I guess it comes with kind of a holo. So if you don't know, you can't actually do holos on the Game Crafter, but what you can do is this. So it's not shiny as you can see, but definitely it's rainbow, and it's full art. The full art doesn't show too much, but you can see the text box and the borders are gone. So it's definitely really cool. Yeah, these cards are really cool. I can't wait to finally play with them. One more thing I need to show off from this deck, though. Oh, that is also for the other deck. Here we go. I guess there's two more things. So first off, the locations. Okay, I guess I'm missing. Oh, no, there it is. So there's a location deck in this game. And so you have to play your cards on these locations, and they boost the attack or support of different types of warriors, or add different effects based on archetypes. So that's a really cool mechanic that the game uses. And then you kind of have shields like Duel Masters, but what I personally find the coolest is your ancients you use. So you start with this, and it shows you what kind of health they have. So you have to take 8 hits with this guy, and after a certain amount of time, I can't remember which, they go into their ultimate form. So because as you can see, he actually has like stats on this. I believe this is the Ascended Ancient. So yeah, that's really fun. Definitely adds a lot to the gameplay. Now let's move on to the Vanish Demon deck, which is kind of all over the place, but put that together real quick. So here's the holo for this one. I think I prefer the other one, but this one's still really cool. This deck is really good. A bunch of, as you can see, very powerful cards, but they don't support quite as much. And this deck is built on just dealing, this is the deck I played with when I used the game. You just deal a ton of damage to your opponent, and kind of sacrifice your own cards in the process, and as they get destroyed, you can bring them back like it said on the box, and to further overwhelm your opponent. And this one has a bit more, well, it has things like graveyards to support Dark Warriors. It also has these Blight Caves, which help specifically Vanish Demons, and helps with soul costs, which I can't remember too much about it, but it's like you can play this card especially by overturning one of the shields that have been destroyed, which is also a cool mechanic. Pretty hard to master. I never really did, but it's a lot of fun. I also like the artwork on this deck a lot more. I just prefer the darker styles, especially this card, the Fallen Knight. A nice dual type. There's not many of those in this set. And then the Ancient for this deck is Nino Krolinx. So this is the Shadow Egg that you start with, and then once you ascend, becomes the Ancient of Shadows. So 1200, a lot of power. It's actually the same as this guy. So these are the two bosses of the decks. I definitely prefer this one, but he's still cool. This one's really powerful too. So yeah, that's about all I have for today. So I definitely recommend picking up a copy of Astrom Cross. He just put out a new deck, Knights of Hope, that I do not have. Definitely worth checking out, especially as the game shapes up into hopefully an upcoming release. I would hope this year, but I don't know the current plans for the game. So yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed. Be sure to check out Kai, creator of Astrom Cross. His links will be in the description, as well as to his store on the Game Crafter. I hope that everyone enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.